Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live right here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream. I want to welcome you to the August 27th, 2025 Vinyltreasure Show. And I want to thank Lady Catherine. Lady Catherine, she just was right before Johnny G. She had her debut show here on Oldies and More Radio. Want to congratulate her with that. She's on from 9 to 7. It's called Reminiscing with Lady Catherine. You can tune in to her here on Oldies and More Radio from 7 to 9 every Wednesday evening. And then Johnny G follows that. So congratulations, Lady Catherine, on your debut show. And Johnny G here to spin 1960s Soul 45s out of my collection. Thank you all for being here. We have all requests tonight. I think the first three records are my selections, and then the instrumental opener, though, was a request as requested by Chris Reed. Chris Reed, he requested this group from Merced, I think I said it right, Merced, California, and they first recorded back in 1960 on the local Merced label, and then I really think that label was owned by this guy, Scott Seeley, because I have this release that we just heard on the Accent record label, which was out of Hollywood, California. And the group also has releases on Harvey Fuqua's Tri-Fi label. But this one I featured was on Accent. It's by the Merced Blue Dots. Came out in July of 1961. And it's called Rufus. Rufus, okay, and this group included Ken Craig, he was on guitar, Bobby Hunt on keyboards, Gilbert Fair on bass, Carl Mays on drums, Bill Robinson on the sax, and George, I didn't say that one there, Coolers, and was their manager. And, well, there you go. But we opened up with the Merced Blue Notes. If I said Dots, I don't know, I'm thinking of a vocal group from the 50s, but the Merced Blue Notes from July 61. Rufus is the name of the tune. So sit back for the next 3 hours, and we'll see. Maybe we'll go a little bit of overtime here, but the first three records are Johnny G's selections. Let's start her off here. As we stay out in California here with this trio of gals, and the group consisted of Donna Slater, Imogene Brown, and the lead singer on this, her name is Janet Terrell. Collectively, they were known as the Velvets. First recording for Ludwig Bedell's Doré record label. That was back in 1966. And this one is on the 20th Century Fox record label. The song written by Dimples Harris, and this this charted regionally, number 37 on XERB. In where is that? Rosario, Baja, California. And this is my selection here, March 1967, the Velvets. Velvets with I Got to Find Me Somebody, as we open up the vocal portion here for a Wednesday evening. Here you go.
What you
Yeah, we open up the vocal portion there, whoops, with the Velvets. The Velvets, I think that's an in-demand record, if I'm not mistaken, March 1967. That's on the 20th Century Fox record label. I've Got to Find Me Somebody, a cool dancing tune there. And I think that record, I don't know what it brings now, but it's on the Northern Soul scene. But let us continue here on a Wednesday evening, right here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream. Now, I don't know anything about this next artist. I think it's a made-up name. I mean, who would be called Al Apollo? I mean, really? So that can't be real. It's got to be fake. But the writers on this tune are Tony Bruno and Frank Sardo. This is on the Cub label. Cub Records, a subsidiary of MGM Records. This came out in April of 1963. Let's give a listen to Al Apollo. Al Apollo on the Cub label, and the song is called I'm Walking.
You're walking ahead, yeah, you're angry about the things I've said, oh yeah. Believe me, I'm sorry. I realize that they're untrue, and I'll be walking till I'm walking with you. Let me say it now. I'm walking behind, yeah, and I'm going out of my mind, my mind. That we were through, there was nothing else for me to do but just keep walking till I'm walking with you. What did I say now? You said I was mean, I didn't mean it. You said I was cheating, no, I didn't mean it. You called me a liar, I didn't mean it. No, baby, please forgive me and let me walk by your side, yeah, and I know that you have your pride. I said, believe me, I'm sorry, I only want to agree with you, so I'll keep walking till I'm walking with you, 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 walking.
Yeah, that's a cool. I like that record. I really, I can lower that. I like that record a lot. There, it's a pretty cool thing. You know what happened? How I bought this record? I had when eBay. Well, they used to be pretty cool. They used to give you like, you know how your credit card gives you like a bonus points, like you can either you trade, you can redeem your points for a credit on your credit card, or you can get another kind of a card to a special store or whatever. Well, they used to do that based on how many purchases you used to do, and I bought thousands and thousands of dollars of records on eBay in the past, but I stopped because once they started collecting sales tax, I said there is no way that I'm going to spend $100,000 on eBay and be taxed 8.75% extra on top of that. Ain't going to work. So I decided to buy privately from a lot of the dealers anyway. They cut me a deal that way, but I think it was a $35 or $40, and Craig Moyer had this record on sale. I don't know if it was either $50 or $75, and I didn't have it. I liked the record. Greg Surik, who used to sell me lots of vocal group records and soul records, he had, every time he got the record, he always moved it out. But I said, you know what? He's got a mint copy. I'm going to use my credit against that record, and I was glad that I did because it was stone mint. And it's a great tune, I have to say. Made up name, though, Al Apollo. That is not a real name. Came out in April 1963 on the Cub record label. I'm Walkin' is the name of the tune. Johnny G's got to do some more walking. I just never get the time to. But let us continue here on the All 60s edition of the Vinyltreasures show. Let's continue. Here's one more selection that I picked here for a Wednesday evening. Now, this gal, she hails from Cincinnati, Ohio, and this is her debut single that came out on Ed Cobb's Champion label. Now, this tune written by the label owner, and this song, you might remember, those of you that used to listen to radio in the 1980s, this was a big hit in 1981 by a group called Soft Cell, okay, if you know that group called Soft Cell. I think I have it with a picture sleeve, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, came out, I think, on the Sire record label. But this is the original version of the tune. Came out in June of 1965 on Champion Records. Her name is Gloria Jones. Gloria Jones. And this is the original version of Tainted Love. Gloria Jones. Here you go. There you go with the sound of Gloria Jones here on the Vinyltreasure show. Just getting my bearing straight with the next record here. But that is the original version of Tainted Love. And I didn't even know that she did that, to be honest, when the record came out back in 1981. I bought the single by Soft Cell, but that was the debut single for that gal. It's on the, what did I say, the Gold Champion record label. I got the next record on my mind as I look for a request to play for James Stone. I'm not James Stone. How about James Brown in our YouTube chat room? And here we go. So that one there. So what did you think of my selections, folks? You thought did they? Did you like my selections? Anyway. But let's continue here on the All 60s edition right here on YouTube and Oldies and More Radio. Let's fill a request for James Brown in our YouTube chat room as As we go to Memphis, Tennessee for this next group. They signed with Gold Wax Records back in 1964 and had 9 releases for the label, and they hit the national charts, I think, with their first release. Well, it wasn't their first release, but the song was called It's Wonderful to Be in Love. I mean, when I heard that, I thought it was Sam Cooke on lead, but no, the lead singer, his name is... He sounded like Sam Cooke, but his name was Lewis Williams, and he's doing lead on this one. This is their 6th release for the Gold Wax record label from September of 1966. Let's give a listen to the Ovations. The Ovations on the Gold Wax record label. This is going out to James Brown in our YouTube chat room, and the song is called Me and My Imagination for James Brown. Here you go. There you go. I told you. Didn't he sound like Sam Cooke? I think he sounds a lot like Sam Cooke, but there you go. The group called the Ovations. The Ovations there on the Gold Wax record label, and that one there going out to James Brown in our YouTube chat room. Me and My Imagination is the name of the tune. Now, I guess I could follow that up with the Temptations, Just My Imagination. That would be a lazy segue, but let us continue here. And let's fill a request now for Malcolm Baumgart in our YouTube chat room. And we go to Detroit, Michigan for the sound of the Marvelettes here. And they formed while attending Inkster High School in Inkster, Michigan. Signed with Berry Gordy Jr.'s Tamla label back in 1961. And Gladys Horton was the main lead, especially on the early hits. And Wanda Young also did lead too, on some of the later things. They had 24 releases for the Tamla record label between 1961 and 1971. And Malcolm requested their 8th release for the Tamla label. This tune written and produced by Smokey Robinson. It features Gladys Horton on lead, and with Wanda Young, she comes in at the end. This one here charted number 47 on Billboard, number 3 on the R&B chart, and was a big number 1 record if you were tuned into WOOK in Washington, D.C. from October 1963. Let's give a listen to the Marvelettes. The Marvelettes on the Tamla label. It's called As Long As I Know He's Mine. This is for Malcolm Baumgart. Here you go.
There may be clouds in the sky, but even if it starts to rain, my days are bright as can be. No, you don't catch me complaining, 'cause I've had it as sweet as he can be, and I love him like he loves me. So why do I care if the sun don't shine, as long as I know he's mine? He may be down and out now, and doesn't have a bunch of money, but he'll make it one day. Well, I got my faith in my honey. He's broke right now, but I don't care. I try to make him feel like a millionaire. So why do I care if we don't have a dime, as long as I know he's mine? Doesn't matter if the wind don't blow, doesn't matter if the snow don't snow, as long as I know that he is mine. I ask you, why do I care if the sun don't shine? I'm gonna stick by him, yeah, all the way down the line. I'm gonna follow his lead, oh, okay, if he should fall behind, 'cause I don't think he's gonna lead me astray, and I'll be with him every step of the way. So why do I care where the road may wind, as long as I know he's mine? Don't you know that he's mine? Come rain or come shine, I'm gonna love him all the time, 'cause he's so fine. I'll tell you one more time, he's mine, oh mine.
Yeah, there you go with the great sound of the Marvelettes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there going out to Malcolm Baumgart in our YouTube chat room. The Marvelettes from October 1963. As Long As I Know He's Mine is the name of the two. Now, you know, Johnny G, I'm gonna do an instant flips. Well, yes, I will. I'm gonna flip the Dion Jackson too, Mark Speck. But I'm gonna flip the Marvelettes 45, because I like the flip side of this record too. Okay, and there's actually a star on this side, but I don't know. I didn't tell Charlene I was gonna flip it, but I am. Okay, let's see. Get it on here right, Johnny. Don't mess it up. Okay, because I like the flip side of this record too. From October 63, the flip side of As Long As I Know He's Mine. The song is called A Little Girl Blue. These are the Marvelettes.
Now he's gone, not so long.
Yeah, that sounds like Wanda Young there at the end of the tune, I think. But anyway, there you go. Charlene, was that the write-up for this side? Possibly, I think. I don't know. But anyway, that's October 1963. Those are the Marvelettes. The Marvelettes on the Tamla label. You heard both sides of that 45. Their 8th release for Tamla Records, Little Girl Blue, was the side you just heard, which I think that was the write-up for, but the other side for Malcolm Baumgart, As Long As I Know He's Mine. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. If you are new to this program, just finding out about this show, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Very important to do that. You have to be signed into YouTube to do that, because I don't want the copyright police to come out after Johnny G and they will shut down the show. I mean, I can continue on Oldies and More Radio because I don't have the constraints on the streaming side of Oldies and More, but I do on the YouTube side, so we do a simultaneous program here. But anyway, I have listeners on both sides of the aisle. As we continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show, we fill a request now for listener Frank and Jerry Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. He requested, and she requested this, a singer, clarinet, plays the clarinet, so that would be a clarinetist, I guess. He was also a drummer, and he was from Ann Arbor, Michigan. He was discovered while attending high school in Ann Arbor by disc jockey Ollie McLaughlin, and who was instrumental with him signing with Atlantic Records, where he had his first 3 singles on the Atlantic label. Then in December of '65, would record for Ollie's Carla label, and Carla Records named after his daughter Carla, and also he had another label called Karen. That was another one of his daughters, Karen, and but his big hit was a song called Love Makes the World Go Round. But let's give a listen to his 5th of 7 on the Carla record label. And this tune, written by Harold Thomas, produced by the label owner, Ollie McLaughlin. And this is the intended A-side. This charted number 65 on Billboard, number 28 on the R&B chart, and a big number 4 record if you were tuned into WAME out of Miami, Florida. Let's go to November of 1967 by request for Frank and Jerry Gingaro. This is Dion Jackson. Dion Jackson on the Carla label. The song is called Ooh Baby. Dion Jackson.
Understand that I'm your man, because baby, I can't do without you. Baby, I can't do without you. Please don't turn me away. Let me hear you ask me to stay. Don't let me go, girl. Stop me from walking out the door, because baby, I can't do without you. Baby, I can't do without you. Girl, you know you're doing good, treating me nice. Everything is just like sugar. All you gotta do is add the spice. Baby, I can't do without you. Baby, I can't do without you. Girl, now just take my hand. Say that you understand. Tell me that you need me so. Say you're never gonna let me go, because baby,
There you go with the great sound of Dion Jackson. Dion Jackson on the Carla record label. That was his fifth of seven for Carla Records, November 1967. Ooh Baby is the name of the tune. That one there requested by Frank and Jerry Gingaro. Now, they also requested the flip side of the 45 as well as Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. You know, Johnny G can do instant requests here on the 60s show. But I can't do that on the Saturday night show. I am telling you, folks, I had a marathon. That show on Saturday night was too long for Johnny G. Can't do 5 hours. I can't do that. So as a result, for that show, the Saturday night show, I have to limit it to one request for the 50s and early 60s show because it's too long. Okay, plus I got to pull the records out and I got to find some information about the records. You know, Johnny G can just not sit here and just play a record without kind of giving you some information about it. Always have information. If it's not a personal experience, it's about the group, because we need people to know. We need listeners to know, people learning about this music to know these artists and these musicians, okay, because they can't be forgotten. So Johnny G tries to keep the music alive here and in all its forms. So anyway, so that's how it's going to be. So we'll see how that goes, but I keep on getting more listeners sending in requests, which is a good thing to do. So that's how we're going to have to approach it. I think that's the best way, because I do 3 shows here. I'll be on tomorrow afternoon, by the way. That show is all set up to go, all ready with the research and everything else for the Relic Countdown tomorrow, 1956 Countdown. And so then I'll be back Saturday night right here on Oldies and More, also on YouTube. But anyway, let's flip over this 45 for Frank and Jerry Gingaro, and also for Mark Speck. This side, written by Richie Adams. Now, Richie Adams, he was the lead singer of the Fireflies. I think that's the same guy. This one produced by the label owner, again, Ollie McLaughlin, and arranged by Dale Warren. Here is Dion Jackson with the flip side here, November 67, the B-side of Ooh Baby. It's called All on a Sunny Day for Mark and for Frank and Jerry. Here you go.
Remember when I first met you, how I tried so hard not to let you penetrate my lonely heart. But you did, and that was just the start. It happened all on a sunny day. Everything was easy, baby. All on a sunny day. Girl, you really moved me. I fell in love with just one kiss. It happened just that way on a sunny day. So that I shut the door till you came along and proved me wrong with a love that's so deep and strong. It happened all on a sunny day. Everything was groovy, baby. All on a sunny day. Girl, you really moved me. I fell in love with just one kiss. It happened just on a sunny day, yeah. Yeah, it happened on a sunny day. Everything was groovy, baby. Yeah, on a sunny day. Girl, you really moved me. I fell in love with just one kiss. It happened just that way on a sunny day. On a sunny day.
Okay, that's Dion Jackson. That is the flip side of his fifth release, fifth of seven on the Carla record label. That one there going out to Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. Also going out to Frank and Jerry Gingaro, tuned into the program. And a song entitled On a Sunny Day, November 1967 release. Let us continue here for a Wednesday evening and fill a request now for listener Edmund Williams in our YouTube chat room here for this singer, originally from Dangerfield, Texas, but he moved out to the West Coast. First recording for the Original Sound record label. That was back in 1963. Then he moved to Macon, Georgia, and had a release on Otis Redding's Jodis record label. Now, the song written and produced by Otis Redding, and his name is Billy Young. Billy Young from June of 65 on the Jodis label, going out to listener Edmund Williams. The song is called... it's a dance. It's called The Sloopy. Here you go for Edmund Williams. Yeah, that is definitely an Otis Redding type sound. You hear that Otis Redding corns in the back there. But there you go. That one there going out to Edmund Williams, Billy Young. Billy Young from June of 1965 on the Jodis label, The Sloopy. And Edmund also requested the flip side as well as Ron Harry in our YouTube chat room. So let's flip it over. Give Johnny G a second here as... do this. There we go. So let's flip this over. This side also written by the great Otis Redding. So let's give a listen. This is the B side here. Billy Young on the Jodis label. This is for Ron Harry and also for Edmund Williams. The flip of the Sloopy. It's called Same Thing All Over. Billy Young.
change made. Oh, what in the world has come over you? You'll do anything that you used to do now. Give me such a hard time, but you've gotta change. You can't keep doing the same thing all over again. Keep singing, same thing all over. Same thing all over now. Same thing all over. Please have mercy on me now. Oh, what in the world am I gonna do now? Now that you've shown me your love isn't true. I've given you all I have, but still love's not the same. All you're doing is scandalize in my name. Keep singing, same thing all over. I can't take it, same thing all over. So tired of crying, baby, same thing all over. Oh, somebody have mercy on me. Oh, baby. I keep on singing now, same thing all over. Same thing all over now, baby. Same thing all over. And don't you know, girl, you gotta make a change now. And if you don't, I'm gonna tell you, say I gotta find me a new baby. I gotta find someone that's gonna love me now, baby. I gotta find someone who wanna keep me. I wanna be happy.
There you go, by request for listeners Ron Harry and also Edmund Williams. That's the sound of Billy Young. Billy Young from June of 1965. Same Thing All Over is the name of the tune. And prior to that, we heard the Sloopy on the Jodis label. That is Otis Redding's label, Jodis Records, out of Georgia. Johnny G here on a Wednesday evening. Thank you all for being here. If you like what you're hearing, please give me a thumbs up, those of you tuned in on the YouTube stream. And again, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Got to click that bell to get notifications. And I got to say hello to Karen Efron in our YouTube chat room. She will be my in-studio guest in November. She will be here. I think we said November 13th. We'll give you more details as we get closer to November. And the September 18th, Bill Obe will be here with another Thursday afternoon special. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the program. But let us continue here. Fill a request now for Evan Blatt. For Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat room. Now, Evan, I hope you have this record because this is one of my favorite. I mean, I like SOS, Stopper on Sight. And I like Edwin Starr in general, everything that he does. But Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat room requested this singer born in Nashville, Tennessee, but raised in Cleveland, Ohio. First recording as a member of the 1950s vocal group, the Future Tones, on the Tress label. That's a rare record. If you have that in your collection, Evan, I will be very impressed with that. But his real name was Charles Hatcher, but in 1965, he signed with Rick Tick Records and changed his name to Edwin Starr. Had 6 releases on the label. Now, Evan requested his 4th release, this tune written by Al Hamilton, Richard Morris, and and also the singer here, Edwin Starr. This charted number 92 on Cashbox, 84 on Billboard, number 4 number 4 on WJLB in Detroit, if you were tuned in. This was his follow-up to Stop Her on Sight, SOS. Let's go to April of 1966. Mr. Edwin Starr on the Rick Tick record label for Evan Blatt. The song is called Headline News. Edwin Starr. I think that is a great tune. I like that record. Sound of Detroit here on the Vinyltreasure Show. That one there going out to Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat room. Edwin Starr, his second release on the Rick Tick record label. Headline News is the name of the tune, and what a great record that is, I have to say. And my aunt, I have to tell, she was, one time she comes home, I still have her copy of Stop Her on Sight, SOS, and the grooves are white. I can't get rid of it because it's her record. I just can't get rid of her records. So they're keepsakes of mine. So she's got her name on it and everything else. But anyway, so there you go. That is a great tune, Mr. Mr. Edwin Starr. Edwin Starr on the Rick Tick with Headline News. Let us continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show. Fill a request for L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room, as this gal was born in Hollandale, Mississippi, but she moved to Chicago, Illinois, and her name was Ruby Stackhouse. That was her real name. And she first recorded for the Kelman label back in 1965 under her real name, Ruby Stackhouse. And in 1967, she signed with Ricardo Williams' Zodiac Records, which was out of Skokie, Illinois. That was where the label was from. And recorded under the alias of Ruby Andrews, and she would have 14 releases on the Zodiac label. I don't have her most in in-demand single, though. I've had that record requested here on the program, but I'm on the lookout for that record. But this is her third release, which I think we'll say was her biggest hit, too. A tune written by Joe Armstead and Milton Middleton. This charted number 52 on Cashbox, number 51 on Billboard, number 9 on the R&B chart, and this was a big number 1 record if you were tuned into WBEE in Chicago, Illinois, from June of 1967, going out to L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room. Ruby Andrews and her turn, a tune called Casanova, parentheses, Your Playing Days Are Over. Ruby Andrews. Great sound there of Ruby Andrews by request for listener L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room. Ruby Andrews from June of 1967. That's on the Zodiac record label, Casanova, Your Playing Days Are Over. I have a lot of her singles, but I don't have the Northern Soul one that they're all looking for. That's the one that's... And some of those records are not that easy to find because so many people are looking for them. So anyway, so Johnny G is your Casanova DJ for a Wednesday evening. So thank you all for being here. Click that bell so you get notifications when Johnny G goes live. You should get an email when I go live on the program here. But let us continue now, and let's fill a request for UK listener David Dallison. Thank you, David, for your email. Received so many great and wonderful emails from the listeners this week. Really, it takes me a while to answer them. And sometimes when I'm busy working on the shows, I don't get time. So you'll see me answering your emails at like 4 a.m. in the morning. And maybe I do a couple spelling errors and whatnot. I might mess up, but that's really when I have the time to do it. But I get So many great emails from the listeners for Johnny G's concern, and we talk about the music, and David's are interesting, and for other people too over in the UK that talk about the Northern Soul scene in the early 1970s, and some of the places that used to play the music, etc. And it's kind of changed over the years, but we're talking about the old school time when they first started. But anyway. This is a request for listener David Dallison, and we featured him. We featured this artist from New Orleans. Was it last week? I think, yeah, because that prompted the conversation. Bobby Moore played Bobby Moore, and he formed his band back in 1961 after leaving the service and moving to Montgomery, Alabama. He signed to Leonard Chess's Checker record label, and he had 5 releases. I forget the one I played last week. Charlene doesn't have it here, but his biggest hit was a song called "Searching for My Love." That was the side I played, which was last week. I think that was it. But this is her 3rd release. Okay. And first done by a group called Maze, M-A-Z-E, did it in July of, so Charlene, if you got first done by Maze in July 67, and this is June 67. So, no, so something's wrong there. June comes before July. So I didn't get a chance to check these. But anyway, it was also done by Maze on the Calla label. But this was produced by Rick Hall, and this charted number 4 on a WJOT in Lake City, South Carolina, from June of 1967, going out to UK listener David Dallison. This is Bobby Moore, and the song is called "Chained to Your Heart." Bobby Moore. There you go. That one there going out to a listener, David Dallison in the UK. That's the sound of Bobby Moore. I'm losing my place here. Here we go. From June of 1967, Bobby Moore on the Checker label. "Chained to Your Heart" is the name of the tune. That is his 3rd release on the Checker record label. Let us continue now. And I finally found this request for, I'm going to sneeze, folks. had to shut the mic off. I didn't want you to hear that. But here's a request for listener Gary McLinden in our YouTube chat room. I couldn't find this record, Gary. I was looking for it for a number of weeks. But it was in the box. It was misfiled in the box. And he requested this trio from North Edison, New Jersey. And the trio included Vendetta, Dion Jackson, Hattie Ramona Shockley, and her sister Sharon Joyce Shockley. And first recording as the Shockley Sisters. That was back in 1960 for the worldwide label. Then in 1962 as the Shockettes on the Symbol label, which I think I have that 45. And then they would have 4 releases for the RCA record label. They went from the Shockettes to the Lollipops. That's a big leap, I'd say. But here is their 4th release. This tune written by William Johnson and Phyllis Wyatt, produced by Joe Renee, and arranged by Charlie Fox from January of 1965. This is going out to a Gary McLinden in our YouTube chat room from January 65, the Lollipops. It's called I Want You Back Again. The Lollipops. Here you go.
It's over and now I am lonely, but what can I do? You told me you loved me, but I was untrue. You kissed me and you said it was over. Oh, how my heart remembers when and now I want you back again. These tears from my eyes now falling, I cannot hide. My arms are longing to hold you, but you know, foolish pride. My nights are so long, and each day seems wrong. I broke a heart I cannot mend, and now I want you back again. Want you back Goodbye and so long. I guess I can get along, but I still want you back again. Want you back again. Want you back again. Want you back again.
Yeah, girl group sounds here on the All 60s edition. That one there going out to listener Gary McLinden in our YouTube chat room. They're called the Lollipops. That's their 4th release on the RCA record label, I Want You Back Again, from January of 1965. Johnny G is your Wednesday disc jockey. Thank you all for being here. Please give me a thumbs up if you like what you're hearing this evening as we continue now. Fill a request now for Graylin, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room, for this group that formed in Philadelphia, PA, led by jazz pianist Ray Bryant, and also had solo releases on various labels. Now, this group included Ray Bryant on piano, Tommy Bryant on bass, Bill English on the drums, Buddy Tate on tenor sax, U.B. Green on trombone, and Harry Edison on trumpet. And this is their second release on the Columbia record label, a tune written by Ray Bryant and Eddie Morrison. So I take it this is the original version of this tune because it was recorded, I think, by... who did it? Al Brown and his Toppers, I think, covered this tune on the Amy record label, but I would think this is the original. And this charted number 30 on, I guess it's Billboard here, number 5 on the R&B chart. And this was a big number 1 record on WITH in Baltimore, Maryland. So we're all going to form a line, folks. Okay, and they used to do this on some of the... type American Bandstand shows, if those of you that used to watch shows like that, Buddy Dean show, a Milt Grant show, shows like that. So when they would play this record, it would be kind of like, I think later on, very similar to when you used to do the electric slide. Everybody would line up and you do these line dances. That was the origination of this. But this is from March of 1960. This is by request for Grayland in our YouTube chat room, the Ray Bryant Combo. And it's called The Madison Time, Part 1. This is for Grayland. Here you go.
It's Madison time. Hit it. You're looking good. A big, strong line. When I say hit it, I want you to go 2 up and 2 back with a big, strong turn and back to the Madison. Hit time. You're looking good. Now when I say hit it, I want you to go 2 up and 2 back, double cross, come out of it with the rifleman. Hit time. Crazy. Now when I say hit it, I want the big strong M, erase it and back to the Madison. Hit it. Walk on, you're looking good. Now then, when I say hit it, it'll be tea time. Hit it. Big strong line. Now when I say hit it, I want the big strong Cleveland box and back to the Madison. Hit it. Crazy. Now when I say hit it, I want the big strong basketball with the Wilt Chamberlain hook. Hit it. 2 points. Now this time when I say hit it, I want the big strong Jackie Gleason and back to the Madison. Hit it. And away we go. Now then when I say hit it, Birdland till I say stop. Hit it. How about a little stiff leg there? You're looking good. Now when I say hit it, come out of the Birdland, back to the Madison. Hit it. Crazy. When I say hit it, go 2 up and 2 back, double cross and freeze. Hit it. And hold it right there.
if it would help if I put my mic on. Maybe I should do some Madison steps here. We should show Johnny G can do the Madison. I can do the Jackie Gleason really well, I guess. Anyway, well, there you go. That one there going out to Graylin, aka G Dog, in our YouTube chat. And that's the I think say that's the original version. But Charlene, who was on the vocals? Okay, did you see anything who was on the vocals? Was Ray Bryant on the vocals? I don't know. But anyway, Bryant Combo there, March 1960, the Madison Time Part 1 on the Columbia record label. Let us continue here. We got a touch of the 70s up next. I'm sure Santi remembers this tune. Many of you do. I remember hearing this next song on the radio. It's a request for listener George Chestnut, this gal from Detroit, Michigan. First recording for the ABC Paramount record label. I have that 45. She released that back in 1963. Well, actually, I'm sorry, in 1962. I can't see well. In 1960. And then she has a release on the Impulse label in 64. I don't know. I wonder if I have that one too. Now, her probably her best known tune which was a big hit for her, was a song called Band of Gold. That was like back in 1970. And she recorded for the Invictus record label. She actually had 10 releases on the Invictus label. I think I played one not too long ago. Bill Old requested a song by her. I forget the name of it. But this is her 5th release on Invictus, a tune written by Angelo Bond and General Johnson. That's General Johnson of the chairman of the board fame, and Greg Perry. This is produced by Greg Perry. This charted number 12 on Billboard, number 3 on the R&B chart, and a big number 1 record if you were tuned in to WHAR in Clarksburg, West Virginia. We go to May of 1971 by request for George Chestnut, Miss Freda Payne. Freda Payne on the Invictus label. It's called Bring the Boys Home. Freda Payne. Here you go.
Mothers are praying,
There you go. That one there, a request for listener George Chestnut. That's the sound of Freda Payne. Freda Payne on the Invictus record label, Bring the Boys Home. I'm going to send that one out to all the veterans tuned into the Vinyltreasure show. The Vietnam War was not a good war. It was not. And I know that so many people still suffering from the aftermath of that war. Very terrible thing that it was. But that was the time back then. And we do want to, well, we're not going to get into that. But anyway, that was the time back then. And I know some people who have been suffering with that and that are actually no longer with us, the aftermath of the war. But we're going to flip the 45 over for James Brown in our YouTube chat room, so let's do that. I don't know if I know I heard the flip side, but I don't know if I've played it, within the last number of years. But let's do that. So we will do that. So let's flip this over. Okay, there you go. And this tune written by I don't know, Brian Holland, Lamont Dozier, they get the writer credit on this side. And again, Freda Payne here. This is the flip side of Bring the Boys Home. The song is called I Shall Not Be Moved. Freda Payne, an instant request for listener James Brown in our YouTube chat room. Here you go, James, for you.
I shall not be moved, gonna be with you.
Somebody said they saw you with somebody else in the darkness of the night. I was alone while you were sleeping in some arms that held you tight. I know a man will be a man. Temptation's hard for him to withstand, but I can't make you too much of myself to give you up to somebody else. I'm like the tree that weathers the storm. I may bend, but I stay strong, and I shall not be moved. Gonna be with you when I'm through. I shall not be moved. Gonna be with you when I'm through. You try to push me out of your life with the cold and lonely night, but I'm taking the stress and the strain that loving a man like you can bring. Like the mountain, I refuse to fall. I'll stay strong, I'll stand tall, but I shall not be moved. Gonna be with you when I'm through. I shall not be moved. Gonna be with you when I'm through. I've been needing you much too long. I've been loving you much too strong. I'm tired of having ups and downs, but I'm too far to turn around. No, I shall not be moved. Gonna be with you when I'm through. I shall not be moved. Gonna be with you when I'm through. I shall not be moved. Gonna be with you, darling, when I'm
There you go, B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure show. That one there, an instant request for listener James Brown in our YouTube chat room. That is Freda Payne, the flip side of Bring the Boys Home that we played for George Chestnut. I Shall Not Be Moved is the name of the tune, her fifth of 10 on the Invictus record label. Let us continue here on the All 60s edition. Let's fill a request now for listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room for this next singer. He hails from Crawfordsville, Arkansas. He began his singing career with the Five Echoes that recorded for the Sabre record label. Now, before he went solo, he would go solo and sign with Sam Cooke's SAR Records, and this was his second release on the SAR label. Now, this is a tune written by Ed Townsend, okay, and but I think it was first recorded, believe it or not, in December of 1958 as done by the Treniers on the Dot record label. But this version is from March of 1962. This charted regionally. This was a number 8 record on WVOL in Nashville, Tennessee from March of 62. Let's give a listen to Mr. Johnny Taylor. Johnny Taylor on the SAR label for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room, and his rendition of the tune Never Never. This is for Adrian.
When will I stop loving you? When will I stop loving you? Tell me, when will I stop loving you? Loving you the way that I do. There's one more thing I wanna know. Tell me, when will I stop wanting you? Baby, when will I stop wanting you? Oh, when will I stop wanting you? Wanting you the way that I do. When mountains become valleys, and valleys mountains so high, and when there's no stars way up yonder, and there's no moon in the sky, oh, will I stop needing you? Tell me, when will I stop needing you? Oh, when will I stop needing you? Needing you the way that I do. But I wanna know, tell me, baby, when will I stop loving you, needing you, holding you, and kissing you, loving you, wanting you, needing you, baby?
Yeah, it's a great sound of Johnny Taylor here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there by request for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube channel. I always like that record. I have 2 copies of that 45. Don't ask me why. March 1962, Johnny Taylor on Sam Cooke's SAR record label, Never Never. You know, the Treniers, they do a great tune. That is, Ed Townsend wrote that song. Ed Townsend, of course, you may know him, 1958, For Your Love, a big hit he had, but he was involved in the music for many, many years. And anyway, let me see here. I wrote a note here. I remember the first time I heard this song actually was a Bobby J played. I used to listen to Bobby J on WWRL. He used to do a every Saturday morning. And that's where I heard that record the first time. Well, listen, that's a long time ago. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, fill a request now for a UK listener, Dave in Yorkshire. I said it right. Dave in Yorkshire, as this singer guitarist, songwriter, born in New Orleans, Louisiana, and now in the late 1950s and early 60s, he was an established session musician. And in 1961, he recorded for the Imperial record label, and he was managed by Joe Jones. And that is the same Joe Jones that recorded You Talk Too Much. Of course, he was from that area also, New Orleans. But he brought him to the attention of Lieber and Stoller, Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller, who just started some new labels. And those labels were like Red Bird and Tiger Records and Blue Cat Records, and for which this singer has releases on. And Dave in Yorkshire requested the one on the Tiger label. And of course, this record, tune written by Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller, done by the originally done by the Coasters. Okay, the Coasters did this. Charlene, that title has to be changed. She didn't change the title. Let's go to April of 1964 by request for Dave in Yorkshire. This is Alvin Robinson on the Tiger label, and his rendition of the Coasters tune, Searchin'. Here you go.
Well, I've been searching. Oh, yes, I've been searching. I've been searching every which way. Oh, Lord, I've been searching. I've been searching. Oh, I've been searching every which way. I just like that Lord, where's somebody? You know I'll bring her in someday. I'm gonna bring her. Well, now if I have to swim a river, you know I will. And if I have to climb a mountain, you know I will. And if she's hiding away on the top of a blueberry hill, am I gonna find a child? You know I will. 'Cause I've been searching. I'm searching. Yeah. Searching every which way. Just like that Lord, where's somebody? You know I'll bring her in someday. Yes, I will. Well, the shit alcohol sounds spit. They got nothing to child on me. The Sergeant of Fried, Charlie Chan, and a Lost in the Black Key. And no matter where she's a hiding, she's gonna hear of me coming. I'm gonna walk right down that street like a bulldog drumming. 'Cause I've been searching. Oh, I'm searching. Yeah. Searching every which way. Just like that Lord, where's somebody? You know I'll bring her in someday. You know I've been looking. Yeah, I've been searching. I gotta find you, girl. You stay on my mind. Yeah. Oh. How you looking good? Yeah.
Cover tunes here on the All 60s edition of the Vinyltreasure show. That one there going out to Dave in Yorkshire. April 1964 release for Mr. Alvin Robinson. Alvin Robinson on the Tiger record label. His rendition of the Coasters tune, Searchin'. Johnny G's always searching for new 45s. I discover them down in the no humidity basement. Always did it, but I didn't get a chance to get down there this week, folks. It was a busy week so far, but tomorrow, maybe I will tomorrow, but it's going to be busy. Barbara had to move her mom into the assisted living, had to help her with that. So it's been kind of busy here. But let us continue here on the All 60s edition. Again, if you're new to this program, please consider subscribing. The more subscribers I have, the better it is for the live show. And they have different rules for the show when it's live versus when it gets posted as like on the archive. So when I did the show last Wednesday evening, I saw that it was up fairly quickly, so the chat room was up. I really didn't pay any mind that it was shut down in two countries. It was shut down in Mexico, so anybody who was tuned into the program in Mexico couldn't see it, and anybody in the UK. And I have a lot of listeners in the UK that to watch the program. So I didn't know. It was the next day I saw that, I think it was Mark McHugh, who this next record is for, by the way. And I know by the time I'm going to bed sometimes that it's they're all tuned into the program because they're getting up at the time. Some of you are really night owls and you're listening live over in the UK. But he says, Johnny, your show is blocked. I said, the show is blocked? What was blocked? Because they blocked it again at around 12:30 or so, but it was a Mabel John record that I played last week that could not be heard in the UK. Don't ask me why. It was from a UK listener or Mexico, so I don't know the quirky things with the AI, but that's how it is, unfortunately. But anyway, this is for listener Mark McHugh, who will listen on the archive. So thank you, Mark, for all your information and your contributions to the show. And it is a flip side request. Featured this gal, Margie Hendrix. Who'd I play this for, Charlene? I played the flip side of this, for Dave in Yorkshire. Dave in Yorkshire requested the side Restless, and then Mark McHugh, another UK listener, requested the flip side of the 45. This was her fourth release. This tune is a tune that she wrote. It's produced by Bob Fraxier, is that his name? And Roy D. This is arranged by Gene Miller. This released in July of 1967. Going out to a UK listener, Mark McHugh. It's Margie Hendrix on Mercury, and the song is called On the Right... Not On the Right Track with a K. On the Right Track. This is from Mark McHugh. Whoops, there you go. That one there going out to Mark McHugh in the UK. That's the sound of Margie Hendrix. And I lost my place. Margie Hendrix, July 1967 on the Mercury record banner there, On the Right Track. And prior to that, I actually it wasn't last week, it was a week before. Or maybe the week before that, we heard Restless by her, which is the flip side of this. Let us continue here. Couldn't find this record because I was looking for Joseph Smith, but Charlene has it under Oldies Fan, but I told her to put it under your aliases. But anyway, here's a request for Oldies Fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith, in our YouTube chat room. Now, I didn't check if this was on, where is it? Darn it, Johnny G. Here we go. I didn't check if this was a, because what I do with some of your requests, folks, and maybe sometimes you can check this too. So if you go to YouTube and it says I'm trying to think what it says for some of the top artists. It'll say, oh darn, it'll say like from the vault of whatever. But there's a name to it. I can't remember. I said it before. My mind is like since I had COVID 3 years ago. I used to have a photographic memory, but it's problematic now. But there's if the record companies put their songs on YouTube, they have the exclusive rights to it. And I always check. There's a guy that has thousands of songs on YouTube. I think he's called The Professor, but he's not from the U.S. Okay, so there are different rules and regulations for we'll call it creators. They're called YouTube creators with the music, and they allow certain things in other countries, and they don't allow certain things here in the U.S. So I didn't check this one, but we're going to try it anyway. But because Johnny G needs to feature more blues artists here on the program. I didn't even show you the record. The only one who knows what it's coming up is Oldies Fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith. But this is a blues tune. And this singer, born McKinley Morganfield, okay? And he was born April 4th of 1915 in Rolling Fork, Mississippi. He would relocate to Chicago, Illinois in 1943, had over 50 releases on Leonard Chess's Chess record label. Now, the one that Oldies Fan requested was from 1962, a tune written by Willie Dixon, and a song first covered back in 1952 by the Earl Hooker Trio. They did it first, and as an instrumental track called Blue Guitar. And Muddy Waters, this is the singer, he overdubbed his vocals. Really? Is that what this is? Is this really a 19? So basically, this is a 1952 track as done by the Earl Hooker Trio, and this has Muddy Water overdubbed his vocals and released it in 1962. This should be interesting. This charted number 28 on WGES in Chicago, Illinois. Let's go to June of 1962 by request. For Oldies Fan in our YouTube chat room, Muddy Waters on Chess. It's called You Shook Me. This is for Joseph Smith.
You shook me, baby. You shook me all night long. You know you shook me, baby. You shook me all night long. Kept on shaking me, darling. Oh, you messed up my happy home. You know you moves me, baby. just like a hurricane. You know you moves me, baby, just like a hurricane. Oh, you know you move me, darling, just like an earthquake move the land. Oh, sometime I wonder what my poor wife and child gonna do. Oh, sometime I wonder what my poor wife and child gonna do. You made me mistreat them, darling. Whoa, I'm madly in love with you. You know you shook me, baby. You shook me all night long.
Yeah, we got the blues here on a Wednesday evening. There you go. That one there by request for Oldies Fan, a.k.a. Joseph Smith, in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Muddy Waters. Muddy Waters with, what did I do with my, what did I do with my sheet, Johnny G? What did I say it was? It was called, it didn't sound like he said shook. He sounded like he said, you shook me, baby. You Shook Me is the name of the tune. That is at the 1952 track, it must be. That one there from 1962 on the Chess record label. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. And here's a request for listener Record Ralph, a.k.a. Ralph Like in Syracuse. I need to get page 9 because how this print came out, it didn't all come out right. Got 9 pages of your records here, folks. Up next, this group originally, this is for Record Ralph in Syracuse, this group originally from Norfolk, Virginia, and they signed with Minute Records in 1961 with their debut single, which is kind of a rock and roll anthem, I'd guess, and was their biggest hit, a song called It Will Stand. But after 5 releases for the Minute label, they ended up on the Philly-based Swan record label, and Record Ralph requested their second of 3, the tune written by the lead singer of the group. His name is General Norman Johnson, and this one produced by Richard Barrett. He was, of course, previously the lead singer of the Valentines, a 1950s vocal group, but this charted number 34 on WAAT in Trenton, New Jersey, and it's from July of 1965. Let's give a listen to the Showmen. The Showmen on the Swan record label for Record Ralph in Syracuse. It's called Our Love Will Grow. The Showmen.
Sure. It's our love is gonna grow higher than the mountain, grow wider than the ocean, grow deeper than the deepest sea, deepest sea, deepest sea. We'll always be united.
Yes, the great sound of the Showmen there, with a General George. What did I say his name was? General Norman John. I was to say George. It's General Norman Johnson Jr. on lead there. The great sound of the Showmen. Our Love Will Grow is the name of the tune. We're going to flip it over here. We're going to do an instant request for listener Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. So let's flip this 45 over. See, with this turntable, I'm easily close to the mic here, so I know that some people say, Johnny G, don't talk while we can't hear what you're saying. But anyway, here we go. So let's put this on here. So here you go. Instant requests for Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. We flip over the Showmen on the Swan record label. Our Love Will Grow. You get this tune. It's called Your Everything. Here are the Showmen for Mark Speck.
Sunshine, you are my rain, you are my happiness, you are my pain. Don't ever leave me. If you will leave me, it would walk away. I'd go insane. Same again. For you
There you go, the great sound of the Showmen there. That's an instant request for listener Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. Song entitled Your Everything is the name of the tune. And prior to that, we heard a request for Record Ralph. That's second of three on the Swan record label. The Showmen there with General Norman Johnson on lead. He actually wrote both sides of that 45. Song entitled Our Love Will Grow. Johnny G's Vinyltreasure show will grow if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, so please consider doing that. This is the first show of the week, and I will be back tomorrow afternoon on Thursday with the continuation of the 1956 Relic Survey Countdown. As we had, I called it part one. I think I called it part two for tomorrow. Then I'll be back on Saturday. And though I want to say that I will have a special in-studio guest on September 18th, a Thursday at 1 o'clock is when I do the show. Bill Olb will be my in-studio guest. He'll be returning as a guest collector here to the Vinyltreasure show. And his program will be a special on rhythm and blues vocal groups and single artists from original studio recording sessions of previously unissued songs or alternate takes from the 1950s and early 60s. Now, these are records, songs you've never heard before. Okay, maybe some of you have because you purchased one of those international LPs that would put those songs out, but they were different tracks and other songs that were never released to the public that you can buy until much they were either bootlegged or whatever. Maybe not even that, but they were available on album compilations and CDs, but it's all going to be vinyl. I think LPs Bill is bringing up here to the program. So there'll be some many highly regarded artists and lesser known recordings. So it'll all be new to you, I'm pretty sure. And we'll be confusing the AI that gets it wrong all the time anyway. But so you got to tune into this program on September 18th, 2025 for Bill Olb as my special guest. It's 1 p.m. in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time, so mark your calendars. Let us continue now. Let's fill a request for listener Avatar in our YouTube chat room. As I saw these gals sing this song on Dick Clark's Where the Action Is. I don't know if the clip is still up there, but it was. Of course, these gals from Philadelphia, first recording as the Bluebells on the Newtown and Nicetown labels. Now, they were actually a group that had to fill in for the Starlets that actually recorded I Sold My Heart to the Junkman. So that record started to get some airplay in the Philadelphia area. So I don't know. They said, well, listen, let's play this on Dick Clark's American Bandstand, but we need the girls are in Chicago. They can't come in on the program. So what happened was this group did. They were Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells. They went in to lip sync that song, but then they ended up recording for the Newtown and Nicetown labels. So her real name was Patricia Louise Holt. Okay, but we know her, of course, as Patti LaBelle. And they would have also record for the Parkway label, but they signed with Atlantic Records in 1965. They had 12 releases on the label. This was their first release. Okay, this tune written by Pam Sawyer and Laurie Burton, produced by Bert Burns, arranged by Artie Butler. And this charted number 68 on Billboard, was number 21 on WDRC if you were listening in New Haven, Connecticut from November 1965. Here is Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells on Atlantic. This is going out to Avatar in our YouTube chat room. It's called All or Nothing. Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells. There you go.
I give you all I have, baby. But when you leave my arms, I know it's to another lover, don't you go. Breaking my poor heart into, well, baby.
That's the great sound of Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells. That's their first release for the Atlantic record label. I like that song a lot. November 1965. Copyright Police came out on that tune, though. I guess. Well, listen, it's like, listen, they're out early. Wait, what time is it? It's 11. They're out early. Usually, they were not out until, 11:30 last time, or 11:45. Well, that's not a good sign. Let's see, because I got to switch it up. I got to play like a song that they might not be able to identify. But anyway, there you go. That one they're going out to listener Avatar, their first of 12 on the Atlantic label. November 1965. Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells, All or Nothing is the name of the tune. I remember I bought that. They recorded as LaBelle. They did a song called Lady Marmalade. You know that song? I was like, what are they saying in French? What does voulez-vous coucher mean? They didn't play that record. I don't think Dick Clark played that for a while. It took him a while to play that record, but I was like, why aren't they playing this record? But anyway, there you go. The great sound of Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's fill a request now for Lee the G. And I know Lee the G enjoys the beach sound, and we heard one from the Showmen. They were a big beach group. Also, Bill Deal and the Rondells, Maurice Williams and the Zodiacs. Great sounds, beach sounds. But Lee the G requested this group out of Richmond, Virginia. They formed while attending a Brookfield Junior High School in Richmond. Their debut single came out on the local Colpar label, which would be this record, I think, would get picked up by Columbia Records, and that's how I have it. And this is actually a cover tune. This song was first recorded by Gene Pitney. He did this song first, was the B-side to his 1962 hit, Only Love Can Break a Heart. But this record was a big #1 record on WLEE in Richmond, Virginia. This one by request for Lee the G in our YouTube chat room, June 1969. Let's give a listen to Ron Moody and the Centaurs, okay, on Columbia. I have it on Columbia, and their rendition of the tune, If I Didn't Have a Dime. This is going out to Lee the G. Here you go.
Chance to hold you while you dance with me. While the records turn, we danced and buried our hearts. And after this, 'neath the moon we walk, talk, and then we kiss, yeah. With every sweet caress, my darling, how I bless that good jukebox, the jukebox. Song that we sang wouldn't mean a single thing, even though you're standing there, ruby lips and golden hair. If I didn't have a dime and I didn't take the time, won't you play the jukebox? Sang wouldn't mean a single thing, even though you're standing there, ruby lips and golden hair. If I didn't have a dime and I didn't take the time to play the jukebox. If I didn't have a dime
you go. That one there by request for Lee the G, the sound of Ron Moody and the Centaurs, or Centaur, yeah, Taurs, or Centaurs. Maybe how you pronounce that. June 1969 release. I had it on the Columbia record label. First came out on a label called Colpar. Okay, but If I Didn't Have a Dime is the name of the tune. And yes, a record hound, first done by Gene Pitney. We're going to do an instant request now. We're going to flip the 45 over for listener Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room here. And let's flip this over here. It's interesting. I don't know if I played this. Maybe I did. Have to check. Don't know if it's on the data, but let's do it. This one here, by request, instant request for Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. Ron Moody and the Centaurs from January 69. The flip side of If I Didn't Have a Dime. The song is called The New Breed. This is for Mark Speck.
I've got something that you ought to see. The things I do, I'm sure to please. Cause I'm part of a new breed, part of a brand new breed. I've got too strong heart just to hold you tight, and I've got some good love, and it's out of sight. I'm sure to please, I'm part of a new breed, part of a brand new breed. Hey now, let me be your man, 'cause I got a thing going better than almost your man. I'll give you sunshine when it rains, 'cause I've got the power to do anything. Call me for whatever you need, 'cause I'm part of a new breed, part of a brand new breed. Hey now, let me be your man, 'cause I got a thing going better than almost your man. I'll give you sunshine when it rains, 'cause I've got the power to do anything. Call me for whatever you need, 'cause I'm part of a new breed, part of a brand new breed.
Instant requests here on the All 60s edition. That one there going out to Mark Speck and also to DFB88. That's Ron Moody and the Centaurs. That one there from June of 1969 on the Columbia label. The flip side of If I Didn't Have a Dime, a song entitled The New Breed. Johnny G is your new breed disc jockey. This is a new way to DJ, because there's other good shows on YouTube, but they don't say anything I think it was a couple of the guys that said, I think Adrian was one that said, he asked me about a song. And I said, well, Adrian, where'd you hear this song on? And I forget what it was called, but there's a picture and there's like a different DJ. There's a girl, there's a guy, they have two turntables, but they never say anything. They don't even show you the record, so you don't even know what you're hearing. I mean, listen, sometimes I babble on a little bit, but I try, and look, I like to play ballads and whatnot, but I like to kind of change it up a little bit. Try to make this an entertaining show. I hope you are entertained by Johnny G. And so it's, it's like something fun to watch. You can just listen to music, but this is something you have to watch. And it's a new thing, kind of like I forget how I really thought of doing this, because I wasn't sure that I was going to, have the chance to do it, but because I didn't know the rules and regulations on YouTube. But I found out some weird things about showing videos here, but not that anybody accused me of doing anything wrong, but still, I'm not. I just want to enjoy the music. And the thing is, I own these records, so it's not like I'm stealing it off of off of YouTube or anything like that. I bought these records, and maybe I get a little bit of leeway that way because they see the original, and they're not even. Well, they're not. I'm not going to say I'm not going to play a bootleg, because some of the Relic Survey I don't have on original. There's 4 or 5 that I don't have. I have all the others, but it's like a fun thing to do, and I get a look. Maybe you can tell if I get enjoyment out of playing the records, but I do. I always have fun playing records. But anyway, let us continue here on the All 60s edition. Let's fill a request for listener Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room. This gal, born January 30th, 1948 in St. Louis, Missouri, but she would relocate to Chicago in 1954, and her debut single came out on Sam Cooke's SAR record label. That was back in 1962, a song called Hard Times. But she would sign with Leonard Chess's Chess record label and had her biggest hit. You may know the song in 1964. I like the record, a song called Selfish One. But she had 2 releases on the Brunswick record label, and Leonard Mancini requested her second release. This tune written by Eugene Record and Carl Davis. Let's go to January of 1968 for Miss Jackie Ross. Jackie Ross on the Brunswick label for Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room. The song is called Mr. Sunshine, parentheses, Where Is My Shadow? Jackie Ross for Leonard Mancini. Here you go.
Has it turned its back on me? I'm
you go. That's the sound of Jackie Ross here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Got to say, listen, Cheney took the day off. She's listening to the show. Cheney, that you don't know how good that makes Johnny G feel that you're tuned into the program tonight. I got to tell you, I've met so many great people that have discovered the Vinyl Treasure Show and have been communicating with me via email. Again, if you have a request, you can email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com. So many great people out there that are tuned into the program that enjoy what I do. It's a labor of love, really. It's not like I devote a lot of time and effort into the program. I just don't get a stack of records and just play them. I do a lot of research. Charlene spends a lot of time assisting me in the research. Sometimes I do drive Charlene crazy, but I really couldn't do the show without her. She is so considerate to me that she wants to assist me. She doesn't even make her doctor's appointments. Charlene, you got to make a doctor's appointment. That's very important to do. But she is so focused on doing the things she does, and sometimes it's not that easy for her, but she does. Really, I couldn't do it if it wasn't for Charlene to help me with a lot of the information. I mean, I just need a little bit to fill in the rest. But really, she does an excellent job for all the pressure that I put her under. I do. But anyway, but it's so nice of you, those of you that say nice things here, that come into the chat room and communicate with me for the first time. It's like really so rewarding for me, really, as I put in all the time and effort to do this. So thank you. But that one there for listener to Leonard Mancini. I'm buying records again now, folks, too, on eBay. Okay, Leonard, I am. But there you go. And that's her voice kind of changed a little bit from 1964, but that one there released in January of 68. Jackie Ross, her second of two on the Brunswick label for Leonard Mancini, Mr. Sunshine, parentheses, Where Is My Shadow is the name of the tune. Well, no shadow here. Johnny G is your Wednesday DJ. We're live on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream. So thank you all for being here. Let us continue now. And another nice emails I get from listener Chris Reed, and he always gives me some great information about his collection and what he collects, and gives me some interesting requests, some hard ones too. Usually get a good fill on his 50s, but sometimes on the 60s not so, but sometimes I surprise myself. But anyway, this one is for Chris Reed. And again, remember, when I used to buy records, I used to collect the ABC Paramount record label, so it was easy to get a lot of these records. I didn't know what I was buying. As long as they were selling it to me for $1, it could have been country, it could have been pop, it could have been soul. I bought the record. So this one here for Chris Reed, where I just had it here. Johnny G. What? Where is it? Avatar. This is Bob. This is. Oh, here it is. It's up on the top on this page. So you see, I had to print out. I think, Charlene, how many lines? 780 lines of write-ups we got in the data file. But this is a request for Chris Reed, as this group hails from Statesville, North Carolina. Now, it's their only release, okay, on the ABC label. Okay, this tune written by group member Bob Mann. It features Gary Brown on lead, and this charted regionally. This record charted number 10 on WFLP in Fayetteville, Fort Bragg, North Carolina, from September 1968. Let's give a listen to Nova's 9. That is an odd name. Nova's 9 on ABC Records for Chris Reed. The song is called What Johnny G Gets in My Knee Sometimes. But thanks to Arch, it has gone away. The song is called Pain. This is for Chris Reed. Here you go.
But since you left, I can't seem to find happiness or peace of mind. So no, don't push me away from the gentle kiss, from your tenderness. Oh no, don't push me away from your gentle kiss, from your tenderness. But you were my number one. But things have changed, and now you're gone. But since you left, I can't seem to find happiness or peace of mind. Oh no, don't push me away from your gentle kiss, from your tenderness.
Yeah, September 1968 release there for Nova's 9. That one there going out to listener Chris Reed on the ABC record label, song entitled Pain. And that was that group out of Statesville, North Carolina. Let us continue here on the All 60s edition. Let's fill a request now for listener David Vielma, as this trio is out of Philadelphia. They were discovered by Jerry Ross. Now, the trio included George Garner, Joe Livingston, and lead singer on this, her name is Carol Jackson. They had 4 releases on the Philadelphia-based Swan record label. David requested their second release, a tune written by Jerry Ross and Kenny Gamble. This one arranged by Joe Renzetti, who is on guitar. This charted number 25 on Billboard, 23 on Cashbox, number 9 on the R&B chart, and a big number 3 record if you were tuned into WNDR out of Syracuse, New York. Let's go to November of 1963 for the sound of the Sapphires. Sapphires on the Swan label for David Vielma. It's called Who Do You Love? The Sapphires.
Where did you go when you kissed me goodnight? You didn't walk home
There you go, by request for listener David Vilma. That's the sound of the Sapphires. Sapphires from November 1963 on the Swan record label. Who Do You Love is the name of the tune. That is, what I say, that's their second release? Yeah, their second release on the Swan record label. We got a request for an instant request. Going to flip the 45 over here for James Brown in our YouTube chat room. Let's do that. And let's see. So let's give a listen to the B-side here. The second release for the Sapphires on the Swan record label, November 1963. This is going out to James Brown in our YouTube chat room. The song is called Oh So Soon. The Sapphires for James Brown.
Yesterday we had a ball, such a childish little ball. So now you tell me we are through. I don't see why we have to say goodbye. Or have you found somebody new, someone new, darling, oh so soon? Could it be you never loved me? Didn't know just how to do me. That doesn't sound at all like you. I see no reason why we should drift apart, unless you found somebody new, someone new, darling, oh so soon. How could you forget so soon? Yesterday we were lovers. Wrap your heart with mine clover. Let the silly thing go over. Let's reunite and start anew. I don't see why we have to say goodbye, unless you found somebody new, someone new, darling, oh so soon. How could you forget so soon? Yesterday we were lovers. Wrap your heart with mine clover. Let the silly thing go over. Let's reunite and start anew. What could it be that's keeping you from me? Unless you found somebody new, someone new, darling, oh so soon. Unless you found somebody new, someone new, darling, oh so soon. Unless you found somebody new,
The B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure Show, and an instant request for listener James Brown in our YouTube chat room. That's the B-side to the second release for the Sapphires there. The A-side called Who Do You Love? The B-side is called Oh So Soon, featuring Carol Jackson on lead. And that was a big hit for the group, released in November of 1963. As we continue here on the Vinyltreasure Show, we fill a request now for listener Emnon. As you know, Johnny G's feelings about styrene 45s. I hate styrene records, especially this one that sounds a little crackly. But this is a promo on the United Artists record label. Now, this singer, he's from Birmingham, Alabama, first recording as a member of a group called the Tikis, that recorded for the Minaret label. That was back in 1963. But he would have two solo releases on United Artists Records. Now, Amnon requested his first. His real name was Len Wade McDaniels, but for his recording career, he just shortened it. He just called himself Len Wade. And this tune charted regionally, was number 15 on WAMS in Wilmington, Delaware. And let me just check the writers. I was seeing this if I knew the writers. July 1965. Apologize for the styrene crackle on this. This is by request for listener Amnon. July 65. Len Wade, and I think girls are backing him up on this. United Artists Records. It's called The Night the Angels Cried. Len Wade for Amnon. There you go. There you go. That one there going out to listener Amnon there. The sound of Len Wade. Len Wade on the United Artists Records, The Night the Angels Cried. Now, he also wants the flip side of the 45, so let's flip it over here. I think it's a ballad on this side. Maybe this side plays, it doesn't play so bad, but I just hate styrene crackle, let's put it that way. But anyway, let's flip the 45 over. July 1965. This side charted also. This charted number 21 on WNVY in Pensacola, Florida. July 65, a B-side request for Amnon. We heard Len Wade with The Night the Angels Cried. The flip side's called Don't Put Me On. This is for Amnon, Len Wade.
Girl, you tell me I'm your destiny, but I often wonder by the way you treat me. Don't put me on. Don't put me on.
You hear that styrene crackle at the end of the record there, but that's what happens when it's played with a worn needle or a heavy needle. But anyway, there you go. That one there for listener Amnon there. That's a B-side there, Don't Put Me On. Prior to that, we heard The Night the Angels Cried. That's Len Wade. Len Wade on United Artists Records. Well, let's do a twin spin on the United Artists record label. Let's see how this one sounds as we fill a request for listener Edmund Williams. I need page 4 for this. Okay, page 4. And is it on here? Yes, it is. As you all know, this group, they hail from Queens, New York. The lead singer of the group was a member of a group called the Masterettes that recorded for the Lesage record label. Her name is Brenda Reed. Now, she was the lead singer of this group called the Exciters, and they had a big hit with a song called Tell Him. Came out on United Artists. They had 6 releases on the United Artists record label, and Edmund requested their 4th release, this tune written by Jeff Barry and Ellie Greenwich, produced by Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller, and arranged by Artie Butler. This charted number 78 on the Billboard chart, number 47 on the R&B chart, and a big number 9 record on WEEL in Fairfax, Virginia. Now, you know this song as you may have thought that Manfred Mann did this song originally, but they did not. I don't think they did. I think this is the original version of the tune, November 1963. Correct me if I'm wrong. Charlene doesn't have it here, so she didn't know. November 1963. Let's give a listen to the Exciters. The Exciters with Brenda Reed on lead. This is going out to Edmund Williams and their tune called Do Wah Diddy. This is for Edmund. There you go. That's the original version of Do Wah Diddy. That one there done by The Exciters, Brenda Reed on lead there, as a twin spin on the United Artists record label. That one there requested by listener Edmund Williams, November 1963. That's the original doo-wah ditty. The Exciters on the United Artists record label. And it says here, Charlene's got that Ellie Greenwich recorded it on a demo released in 2015 on an LP, Ellie Greenwich, The Kind of Boy You Can't Forget. Well, that must have been an unreleased thing that she probably did to, to put out to the producers of the record or whatever, as they normally would do. But anyway, let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request now for listener Malcolm Baumgart. I found this record last minute. Malcolm gave me a list of 60s tunes to play, and I found it last minute, so I'm going to play it. I cleaned it, and it was in its original sleeve. It's always cool when you find records in the original sleeve, like the OK sleeve here. But and this singer originally from Pensacola, Florida, but he relocated to Detroit. He was a member of a vocal group in 1959. They were known as the Velvetones. I have featured that group on my Saturday night show. They recorded for the Deb record label. Now, he went solo in 1962 with releases on the Columbia record label. In 1964, they moved him over to the OK subsidiary. And this was his fourth of 13 on the OK record label, a tune written by, who is C. Taylor, okay? Charlene does it. She's got C. Taylor, produced by Carl Davis and Curtis Mayfield. This is arranged by Riley Hampton. This charted number 95 on Billboard. This was a number 15 record on the R&B chart and big number 3 record if you were tuned into WWIN in Baltimore, Maryland. Let's go to April of 1965 for a UK listener, Malcolm Baumgart, Walter Jackson on the OK record label, and his tune called Welcome Home. This is for Malcolm. Here you go.
Like children. No, don't tell me that you're sorry, darling. I'm as much to blame as anyone. It's over and done, darling. I'm so glad to have you home. Welcome home, my baby. Welcome home. Welcome home, my darling. 'Cause this time we'll make it. We'll give love as well as take. We'll let pride be something we have in our love, not just in ourselves. Baby, it's so good to have you home. Welcome home. Oh, welcome home, my darling. Into my arms, into my heart, into my life, as man and wife, forever. Forgive me 'cause I feel that I'm sorry. Welcome home.
Yeah, it's a nice ballad there. That one there by request for Malcolm Baumgart. That's a great sound of Walter Jackson there. Walter Jackson, I lost my place here. Here we go. Let me lower that down a little bit. Walter Jackson from April 1965 on the OK record label. Welcome Home is the name of the tune. That was his fourth of 13 on OK Records. Very underrated singer, I have to tell you that. For sure, and he was I don't know if he was crippled. When you would see him, and there's some clips of him on Dick Clark's Where the Action Is. He's sitting in a chair, and he can't stand up. There was he was I don't know if he had polio or something where he couldn't. But listen, that didn't stop so many singers from singing. They had beautiful voices, and they were. Really left us with some great music, the great Walter Jackson there. If anybody has a request, you can send it for this show or for the Saturday night show. You can email JohnnyG at vinyltreasures@aol.com. And very important, if you are signed in, you have to sign into YouTube to become a subscriber. And then you can comment. You can come into the chat room. And yes, I do. Was it Joe Carrera that said that? Joe Carrera, yes, I do want people to comment on my videos, because that's a good thing, because that kind of that kind of spreads the algorithm out. I don't know what they use here on YouTube, because some people might didn't even know that I've been doing this since 2015, right, Arch? You didn't know. But anyway, let us continue here, and let me find this notes here. This is for Frank Chingaro, this next request, and here it is. This is a request for listener Frank Chingaro. Here we go. Frank and Jerry Chingaro. And if he's not still listening live, he will tune in tomorrow on the archive. But this singer from Uniontown, Pennsylvania, first recording for the Bayuk Records in 1961, which I think I played on the Saturday night show. But he recorded for other labels during his career, Crosley, Rapid, and Hourglass. But this one, released in December of 1970, another touch of the 70s here. And this has an RCA matrix number with a Z. So that's how I dated this record here. Now, I think this is the intended A side. Now, this first came out in November of 1969 on the Hourglass label. Then it was picked up on Johnny Benning's Spectrum Records. Now, Frank requested both sides of this 45, and I have it on the Spectrum label. This was number 50 on the R&B chart, but this was a big number one record if you were tuned into WJLB out of Detroit. So this one originally released in the fall of '69. I have it on the second release in December of 1970. Let's give a listen to Billy Sherray. Billy Sherray going out to Frank and Jerry Chingaro. The song is called Do It. Here you go, Billy Sherray.
Hey, yeah. Good God, let's get up. All right. Hey, yeah. All right now. Good God. I'm ready for me now. Do the popcorn. Everybody, come on now. Come on now. Lord, it's feeling good. I need some help, Lord, from the guitar now. Come on for me, Jimmy. All right now. All right. Good God, do it. Don't wait now. Do the popcorn. Do the hind leg. Just get on time. Now come on now. Sock to me. Sock it. Do it. Go on and do it. Iron leg. Popcorn. Hey. Hey, hey, yeah. I said, hey. Hey, yeah. Listen to me now. Let me tell you what to do. Go on and do it. Iron leg. Do your thing.
There you go. That one there going out to Frank and Jerry Gingaro. That's the sound of Billy Sherrae. Billy, S-H-A-R-A-E is his name, December 1970 on my release, originally November 69. Do It is the name of the tune on the Spectrum record label. Let's flip it over here, and we're going to hear the flip side here for Frank and Jerry, because this is a ballad. Okay. The B-side here is a ballad. This was, let me see here. Same thing here, Charlene, that you got. So let's flip it over. Billy Sherrae, the flip side of Do It on Spectrum Records. The song is called Crying Clown. Billy Sherrae for Frank and Jerry Gingaro.
Sees me standing here with a smile upon my face, but no one will ever know I'm the saddest one in the place. Fame and fortune belongs to me, but a happy man I'll never, never be. But my heart is broken and I'm feeling let down, and I call myself the crying clown. They all think I'm a carefree guy. Outside I smile, inside I cry. Used to be such a happy man, but things don't always go like they're planned. When things are all gone wrong, I've got to be strong, for my heart is broken and I'm feeling let down, and I call myself the crying clown. Oh yeah, man, I don't want you to pity me, though I'm sad and it's plain to see. I let my life go on as it stands and keep on pushing without a helping hand. For my life has been so blue, little girl, since I lost you. I keep on walking with my head held high. No, 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 I just can't take it. I just can't take it. No, I don't want you to see. No, the tears falling from my eyes. No, no, I'm a crying clown. No, 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 baby, please. No, I got to keep on pushing, though it's hard. No, no, oh, baby, no, no.
There you go. That's a different type of sound there on the flip side there, but I like that side. By request for Frank and Jerry Gingaro, Billy Sherrae. Billy Sherrae, originally released in November 69 on the Hourglass label. I have it on Spectrum Records. Crying Clown is the name of the tune, released in December of 1970. We are just about in Vinyltreasure overtime. The copyright police are out on that tune, so let's see how long I can last. We'll try to at least go to the bottom of the hour, and then we'll tune out after that. But again, if you do have a request, either for this show or the Saturday night show, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Not only for that, I do receive emails right after the program. Dennis Fluharty always comments on the program and tells me how much he likes the songs and likes the tunes, especially picks one he really liked of the night. But I like, all DJs like to receive emails, and boy, do I get them from you. And not only with requests, for also other things about music and collecting and everything else. I usually try to answer each and every one when I get the time. But let us continue here. Let's fill a request for listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room, as this is a flip side request that he picked from a couple weeks ago. I think it was a couple weeks ago. This group from St. Louis, Missouri. They were known as the Voice Masters, and this is on Connie LaRocca's Frisco Records, which was out of New Orleans, Louisiana. And a couple weeks ago, I featured the flip side of this called In Love in Vain for Adrian, and he requested the flip side here. We'll get to it tonight. This side written by the lead singer of the group. His name is James Thompson, and of course this group would it would be like 5 years before the group would get together again and record for the Bamboo label. But this is from 1963. Here are the Voice Masters on Frisco Records for Adrian. It's called Two Lovers. Two Lovers. This is for Adrian. Here you go.
Two lovers, two lovers, two lovers. Have you ever been in love? Would you ever time? Love that you got to see. It's enough to make you lose your mind. But I know lovers are no good. I said I know lovers are no good. Oh, one love on the outside, tearing away at the strings of my heart. A conscience on the inside, and a heart that's being torn apart. I know lovers are no good. I said I know lovers are no good. One's love is proven, and it feels me so. Make up your mind, and soon you'll find you never let him down. Pop, 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 pop. But I knew lovers are no good. I said I knew lovers are no good. Now, do you listen, lend me your hand? I'm not a playboy, can't you understand? Making up my mind is so hard when I don't wanna lose her or you. But I know lovers are no good. I said I know, I said I know lovers are no good. Hear what I said, I wanna play. Two lovers are no good, baby. Lovers are no good. Lovers are no good.
There you go, by request for listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. That is the sound of the Voice Masters there. The Voice Masters on the Frisco record label. I lost my place here. Yeah, 1963 release. Two Lovers is the name of the tune. That's James Thompson on lead. He also wrote the tune. We are in Vinyltreasure overtime here. We continue. And let's fill a request now for listener Avatar in our YouTube chat room here. And it was funny that when Dick Clark Dick Clark played this song on American Bandstand, okay, and what he did is he totally messed it up. And listen, sometimes I mess up all the time. I was listening to the show from last week, and I think I played on that marathon show, and I'm telling you, I was tired. I was tired on Saturday after 5 hours of doing the show. It was just much too long. So I played a request for Nat Papagallo on the Titanic label. If you remember, those of you that were in the chat room, we were talking about the Titanic, right? So I showed you that my father, okay, when you look, this is the guest this is the guest view. If you look there in the back, okay, they were talking about a picture that my father painted, and that was a picture of the Titanic there. I don't ask me why he painted it or whatever, but I told him about that they were asking about his picture, and he got like really all excited. So I said to him, I said, you know, Dad, I said, would you want to do something here? Would you want to come up here, not on a day that I do the show? It would be like in the afternoon. And would you talk about your painting career, about how you learned how to paint and everything else? They would be interesting, number one, because you're my father, okay? So you can come here. You're going to be 95 years old in February. So you can come on and you can talk about your paintings, okay, with your Italian accent. And you can get all dressed up or whatever, and you can sit there. So I said, well, we'll get your dentures, okay, so you don't have to worry about it, because now he's going to get fit for his dentures. They got to call me. So I said, you can come in and you can talk about your paintings. They're going to be interested about it, okay? And he goes, well, yeah, I'll think about it. I said, well, don't think about it. You're going to do it. So pull the paintings out. But anyway, what happened was, since we were talking about that, I played the Thorables was the name of the group. So I was listening today because I had to splice it together because the BUTT system wasn't recording it correctly. So it stopped the stream. And I was like, I had to connect them. So I had to replay everything, and I recorded it. So I'm listening, and I said, well, here are the Titanics. I was like, what? So you see what happens when you are way overtired, you kind of mess up. I heard a couple of mistakes. I think I played a Ronnie Sherman record before an Edmund record, and I announced it correctly, but then on the backside I didn't. But that's what happens when you're tired. But anyway, but it brings us to this record. So Dick Clark says, and he said it twice. He says, let a lady's choice. He says, let's open up with Gladys, Pip, and the Knights. I was like, well, how could you mess that up? It's Gladys Knight and the Pips, but he said it twice. So it probably was on the paper wrong that he was, cheating like I cheat. But anyway, I like this record, and it's a request for listener Avatar, this group from Atlanta, Georgia, and they signed with Berry Gordy. Well, no, we don't want to do that. This one's on Larry Maxwell's Max record label. This was their first, a tune written by Van McCoy, produced by the label owner Larry Maxwell, and this charted number 46 on Cashbox, 35 on Billboard, and this was a big number one record on WWIN in Baltimore, Maryland, from March of '64. Now, the thing with Max Records, now there are some Max releases that do have paper labels, but you want to talk about a cheap label. These are painted on labels. They are probably the worst styrene you can imagine. I had another copy of this, but since it's a quiet record, it'll play okay, but it's not really the greatest. It's styrene, and this is a used copy, unfortunately. I wish it was vinyl. I wish it was nice hard vinyl like I like it, but it's styrene. I don't like it. So, but let's play it. This is for listener Avatar, the great Gladys Knight and the Pips from March '64 on the Max record label, and this is what Johnny G never does. The song is called Giving Up. This is for Avatar. Here you go.
It's hard to do when you really love someone. Giving up is hard to do when you still depend upon his warm and tender touch, his kiss and his caress, that you tried, but it's just no use. Give it up. Oh Lord, it's hard to do. I've tried, but I can't break loose. The light of hope burns still, but in my heart I pray my love and faith in Him will bring Him back someday. Give it up. But it's just no use. Give it up. No, I can't break loose. Whether he knows or not, he really needs me to. Lord, he's all I've got, and giving up is so hard to do. Give it up. It's so hard to do. Give it up. Give it up. I just can't break loose.
Yeah, that styrene crackle on that record, very disappointing. I mean, that's probably the worst. And I have 2 copies of that record too. I thought the other one, I saw it in the box. It looked, it might have been a little better, but no, it had like worse. That just on the high point there. But that's what happens with those records. If you play it with a worn needle or a heavy stylus, it just eats right into the record. But it's a great tune. Well, listen, Malcolm, you said that. Who said it, Ron or Malcolm? That it's on the UK press. Well, I should. Did they do an? Did Gladys Knight and the Pips do an LP on Max? Is there a Max LP, which would be great to get the LP? But anyway, there you go. That one there going out to Avatar. Gladys Knight and the Pips on the Max record label. Giving Up is the name of the tune. That one there released in March of 1964. We are in Vinyl Treasure Overtime. We're going to go to the bottom of the hour if we will survive the copyright police here. But let's fill a request now for listener Record Ralph. I found this. I went to Yonkers. I think I saw an advertisement in the Penny Saver, I think. And I was not I was there late. So I forget this guy. I think his name was John Pagnotta, I think was the guy's name. And he was a big VJ collector. He collected the VJ label. And he had not much left, but I bought whatever stock he had. Plus he had some other records. They were in off condition, but I didn't know anything at the time. And he had a lot of soul records priced for $1 and $5. And I took them all. This one, a Stone Mint copy of this, I don't know what this sells for. Somebody can maybe check it out on the Pop Psych or whatever that other site is, Match Your Music or something. But this record, I think, is an in-demand record, and you UK listeners can tell me if I'm right or wrong. But it's a request for a Record Ralph in Syracuse, Ralph Like. The group from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, I feature them quite often. I get lots of requests for their 1950s releases, both on Apollo and also on the King record label. But they also had other releases, Home of the Blues and VJ Records. And this one is on ABC Paramount Records, although it was first issued on Home of the Blues, which I do have, but this is the mint copy, this one. Home of the Blues came out in June of 62. The ABC release came out in July, so it came out a month later. It features Johnny Tanner on lead from July 62, going out to Record Ralph in Syracuse, the Five Royales on ABC Paramount. It's called Catch That Teardrop, the Five Royales. Here you go.
hit the ground. Oh, baby, don't let this teardrop hit the ground. When I see you go passing by, it brings a teardrop to my eye, and all my feelings come back strong because I know I've done you wrong. Oh, baby, don't let this teardrop hit the ground. Oh, baby, don't let this teardrop hit the ground. And when I see you with some other guy, that funny feeling hits my eye. I know I goofed up our romance, but baby, give me one more chance. Oh, baby, don't let this teardrop hit the ground. Oh, baby, don't let this teardrop hit the ground. I'll never lie, I'll cheat again if you just let me come back in. And I will never make you blue. I'll treat you right and I'll be true. Oh, baby, don't let this teardrop hit the ground. I'm begging you with tears all in my eyes. Don't let this teardrop hit the ground.
There you go. That one there going out to listener Record Ralph in Syracuse. That's the sound of the Five Royales, Copyright Police, hanging around, chasing Johnny G now. July 1962 release on the ABC Paramount record label. Catch That Teardrop is the name of the tune. Let's see, we can get a few more records in before the bottom of the hour here. Let's fill a request now for listener Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room. Had this one to play for Gary for a while, as this studio group from Detroit, Michigan, have just this one release. Came out on Roy Corwin's Butane Records, which was out of Detroit, Michigan. Now, his real name was Roy Cohen, and he recorded... what did he do this, Charlene? On the Roman label in 1961 as Roy Corwin, but... He says this this was written and produced by Ray Corwin with Tommy Moores, who is the pianist on the release. Now the gal on singing on this, they only know her first name. Her name is Jackie. And but this is from November of 1963. They're called the Chevelles, Chevells, the Chevelles, and this is on the Butane record label. This is for Gary McClendon. The song is called "It's Goodbye." The Chevelles. Here you go.
It's goodbye. It's goodbye. It's goodbye. Ooh, it's goodbye. We're all through. It's goodbye. Dear to you. The time we spent together sure were grand. I know that we'll meet in dreams tomorrow.
Girl group sounds here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. That one there going out to Gary McClendon in our YouTube chat room, a group called the Shirelle. No, the Chevelles. Chevelles, not the Shirelles, Johnny G. Johnny G losing his mind here as he's getting in the late hour there. It's Goodbye is the name of the tune on the Butane record label by, they're called Chevelles. I guess, would that be named after the car? Wasn't there a car called Chevelle, I guess? Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's fill a request now for listener Graylin. I think this is Graylin's request. I'm just looking for the write-up here. Page 6. Where's page 6? 8, and this is 6. Let's see. Maybe this will put us over the Gary Grayland. This is page 6. So why isn't it on page 7? Let's see. I'm looking for Tramp is what I'm looking for. Here we go. Request for listener Graylin, this vocalist, guitarist, and songwriter from Atoka, Oklahoma. His, it's M on this. Lowell Folsom. He also, he recorded under both with an N and an M. Lowell Folsom, also recorded under Lowell Folsom. I don't know what the deal is with that. But his first recording was for Big Town Records back in 1947, then for Jack Lauderdale's Swing Time label. But this is on the Bahari Brothers Kent record label. This is his 10th release. Okay, we go from the 40s to the 60s. Okay, we missed the 50s, but this is on the Bahari Brothers Kent record label. It's a song he co-wrote with Jimmy McCracklin, and this is the original version of the tune. Of course, you may know this by Otis and Carla and other kind of copycats to this tune, but this is the original. Charted number 52 on Billboard, number 5 on the R&B chart, and also number 5 on KNOK in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. And let's go to December of 66. It's Lowell Folsom on this Kent release, and it's for Graylin in our YouTube chat room. This and the original version of a song called Tramp.
Tramp. You can call me that. I don't wear continental clothes, studs and hats, but I'm a lover. Mama was, Papa too. I'm not a child, loving is all I know to do. Call me country, right from the woods. I'll answer when you call me, oh baby, I mean that if it makes you feel good. But I'm just a lover. Mama was, Papa too. But I'm not a child, loving is all I know to do. Now, whatever you call me, I'll even go for that. 'Cause 'Cause I keep a fat bankroll in my pocket, baby. You know I own 3 Cadillacs. 'Cause I'm just a lover. Mama was. Papa too. I'm the oldest child. Loving is all I know to do.
There you go, by request for Graylin, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room, trying to keep the copyright police away. They stay away for a while, then they come back. That is not a good sign, but there you go. That's the original version of a song called Tramp, as done by Lowell Fulsom on that one there on the Bahari Brothers Kent record label, December 1966. And, of course, Otis Redding and Carla Thomas, they recorded it in 1967, featured it here on the 60s show, on the program, on the 60s show from 1967 on Stax is what I meant to say. But let us continue here. Let's go back to Detroit now. Fill a request for listener L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room. This singer, the lead singer of a group called the Diablos, his name is Nolan Strong. He was originally born in Scottsboro, Alabama, but he would move to Detroit, Michigan at a young age, and he formed his own group in high school. They signed with Devorah Brown's Fortune record label. The result were 21 releases on the Fortune label between 1954 and 1964. Talking about his group, the Diablos. Now, the 2 biggest hits for the Diablos were The Wind, that was from 1954, and the second was Mind Over Matter. But Arch requested his 17th release on Fortune Records, a tune written by the label owner Devorah Brown. This was, I don't see where it charted, I guess, on WLS in Chicago, but I don't know what number it was. It was either cut off here. But anyway, let's go to February 1964 for Nolan Strong. No mention of the Diablos. This may be a solo effort by him. We'll see. On Fortune Records for L.A. Arch, it's called Yeah, Baby. That's in parentheses. It's because of, yeah, baby, parentheses. It's because of you. Nolan Strong for L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room. Here you go.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. It hurt inside, and I know what's wrong with me. Ever since you left my side, this love won't set me free. My world has turned so blue.
It's because of you. Yes, baby.
Now, you know, before the Motown empire took over Detroit, Michigan, you had Devorah Brown's Fortune Records there. So that was like the sound just before the, 64. So maybe, you know, we're getting into the territory of Berry Gordy and the Motown empire there, but they were still around. That's Nolan Strong there with the uncredited Diablos, a great tune. I don't think I featured that here on the program, Arch. That's a great request there. Nolan Strong from I lost my place. Yeah, February 1964 on the Fortune record label. Don't know what it charted, Charlene. If you know what it charted on WLS in Chicago. Yeah, baby, it's because of you. As we continue here on the Vinyltreasure show, and I'm sure many of you are familiar with the Pirates did this. Okay, that's why it sounds like a. That's why. Mind Over, wait a minute. Oh, you took this from the Mind Over Matter write-up, Charlene. That's what you did. Okay. Charlene is cutting corners because Nolan Strong did the song Mind Over Matter. And, of course, the Pirates, a.k.a. the Temptations, recorded it. And actually, I have it in Malcolm's pile over here to play. But anyway, let us continue here. We are in Vinyltreasure Overtime. Going to do two more records before we sign off here on the program. So let's fill one here for James Brown in our YouTube chat room, as he requested Herman Jr. Parker, and he formed his own band called the Blue Flames back in 1951, discovered by Ike Turner, who was working as a talent scout for the Bahari Brothers' MOTOWN record label. Now, they released their first single called Bad Women, Bad Whiskey in April of 1952. When Sam Phillips, owner of Sun Records, heard the song, he lured them to the Sun label, and he recorded his Little Junior's Blue Flames, which I do have two 45s on that Sun label by that group. Then after two singles, he ended up on Don Robey's Duke Records, and that was in early 1954. He would have 32 releases on the Duke record label through 1966, and James requested his 24th, a song he co-wrote with Don Robey. This charted number 15 on KSAN. If you were listening in San Francisco, California, let's go to April of 1963 for Mr. Little Junior Parker on Duke Records. This is for James Brown. The song is called If You Don't Love Me, Little Junior Parker. Here you go.
If you don't love me,
Now if you don't love me,
I take up my time.
don't waste my precious time.
Let me find someone else who will give me peace of mind.
Give me
Yeah.
peace of mind.
If you don't love me, why keep hanging around? Let someone look at me, start acting a clown. Yeah. Oh, baby,
Baby, pretty baby,
you're bugging me.
you really bugging me.
You don't wanna stay, you don't wanna leave. I don't believe that you really love me. Hey, baby, if you don't love me, why don't you leave me alone?
Why don't you leave me alone?
Let me find a true, true love I can call my own.
Then I can
Yeah.
call my own.
something.
Yes.
If you don't love me, why don't you leave me alone?
Why don't you leave me alone?
Let me find a true love I can call my own.
That I can call my own.
Why don't you leave me alone?
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 I don't want you no more, baby.
Why don't you leave me alone?
Why don't you leave me alone? Leave me alone.
There you go. That one there going out to James Brown in our YouTube chat room. Song entitled If You Don't Love Me. That one there done by Little Junior Parker on the Duke record label, April 1963 for James Brown. Well, that's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool 45s out of my collection. As I mentioned, if you do have a request, and Johnny G's been getting a lot, you can send it to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com, and we can talk about anything else. I've met so many fine people that have contacted me, really some great people out there that tune into the program. You really have nice words for both me and also for my parents, so thank you for always asking for them. And I really do appreciate it, and I thank the listeners for making this show a success that it is, because I wouldn't be doing it this long if I didn't have the great listeners out there, so thank you for that. Thank you, Charlene, again for all your help. I'll be on tomorrow afternoon beginning at 1 p.m. I have the show ready to go. Want to do some scans. We're going to be doing the 1956 Relic Countdown, and I forget where we left off, but one record I don't have tomorrow, and the other one was from 65. They messed it up, the Trinells, which is a good record, but I'm not going to play it. But then I'll be back Saturday night, again at 9 p.m. right here on Oldies and More, also live here on the YouTube. So please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and tell your friends about it. You can watch me in the privacy of your own home on your TV screen. You get to see and hear the records here and Johnny G's collecting career and my little spins on the record. We want this show to be both fun, entertaining, and enjoyable as it is. And you get to hear some cool stories about Johnny G and his trials and tribulations of record collecting. So thank you all for tuning in. We're going to close the show tonight. This is actually a very special request by one of my loyal listeners, and I talk about it all the time, and he is so nice to my parents, Adrian Viterbo, who listens down in Mexico, and I translate my emails to Adrian into Spanish, because I told him he's at work, so he can't do the translation, so I do it. So those of you that are international and can't write the English that well, you can translate it, and it'll get to me, and then I will translate it back to you. That's what I've been doing with Adrian, and it's been working out okay. And and sometimes I forward them to Charlene, and she could read the requests. She might not be able to read the Spanish, but she could read the requests. But Adrian is always so nice about, and lots of you are also nice with asking for my parents and how they are doing. But Adrian has been doing it from the start for a long time, since he's been tuned into the program. And he said, Johnny G, I want to dedicate a song to you. And it was the flip side of this. I might have played it. I played a Bobby Moore and the Rhythm Aces a couple weeks ago. I think it was for Adrian. Searching for My Baby was the song, and he asked for the flip side. So he emailed me, and he said, and I told him, I said, well, it's an instrumental, because Bobby Moore and the Rhythm Aces also did instrumentals. I think he played saxophone, if I'm not mistaken. But he said, Johnny, I want you to play it, and I want to send it out to you. Okay, so I really appreciate that, Adrian. I do, and all the people that have communicated with me. So thank you all for that. And we're going to close from January 66. It's the flip side of Searching for Your, it was called Searching for Your Love. It was the debut single for Bobby Moore and the Rhythm Aces on the Checker label. The flip side's called Hey, Mr. DJ. And it's a request for Adrian. He wants to send it out to Johnny G. So thank you, Adrian, for that. So everybody, thank you all for being here again. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I can't ask you enough. It's important. We didn't get shut down tonight by the copyright police, thank goodness. And that's how we really want it. But everybody, have a great remainder of the week, and have a great weekend. If I don't see you tomorrow, I don't see you Saturday, I'll see you right here on YouTube and Oldies and More for 1960s Soul 45s out of my collection. Just want to say, everybody, so long. Here you go, Adrian. Thank you for this.
A 1, 2.